1923 Season 2, Episode 2, paves the way for an awful character's redemption, a character even more horrible than Banner Creighton, Jerome Flynn, or Donald Whitfield, Timothy Dalton. 1923 introduced chilling and controversial villains into the Yellowstone franchise. Still, most want to take the Duttons' land, and we know they won't succeed. In 1923 Season 1, Whitfield wants the Yellowstone Ranch for its minerals. In Season 2, he hatches a new business scheme after discovering his miners from Norway skiing down the side of the mountain. However, the villains hunting Tiona Rainwater, Amina Nieves, are more horrifying than anything the Duttons face in Montana. In 1923 Season 2, Tiona is on the run from Father Renault, Sebastian Roche, and Marshall Kent, Jamie McShane, after escaping an abusive boarding school in North Dakota. While they haven't encountered Tiona yet in Season 2, the men have terrorized other indigenous American groups trying to find her. Still, a conversation between the obsessed men in Episode 2 paints a vital difference between the predators. How 1923 Season 2, Episode 2, sets up the father's redemption. Father Renault has a chance to recognize his cruelty. Believe it or not, the discussion between Father Renault and Marshall Kent opens the door for the former's redemption. While Renault and Kent rest in Episode 2, a group of young Comanche warriors attack them. Renault and Kent fight back, supported by the Marshals' keen gunslinging skills. However, Renault is hesitant to use a weapon against their attackers, telling Kent that he is a man of God and implying that it isn't righteous for him to kill. The comment was surprising, considering the father beat one of his students to death in Season 1. In 1923 Season 2, Episode 2, a conversation between Renault and Kent before the attack shows their essential differences. Renault believes that if indigenous Americans assimilate, they should be rewarded with equal rights. The conversation reveals that Renault doesn't think much of race and focuses more on whether a group of people has accepted their evolution. On the other hand, Kent proves he is simply bigoted with his treatment of Mamie Fawcett, Jennifer Carpenter, and the suggestion that he doesn't think people like Tiona deserve citizenship. Father Renault notices the differences in ideals, giving him a chance to reflect. Father Renault's entanglement with Tiona Rainwater explained. Renault's boarding school mission informs his obsession. Amina Nieves as Tiona in 1923 gazing with fear into the eyes of a priest. Father Renault is the leader of the Catholic church-run boarding school Tiona attended. In line with the authentic government, or church-operated, Indian, boarding schools at the time, Renault's mission is to assimilate his students into civilized society. The slogan of the most infamous of these boarding schools was, "Kill the Indian, save the man." The schools aim to strip indigenous American children of their culture to save them. Renault is fixated on Tiona because he has dedicated himself to that mission, letting it prevent him from adhering to the mindset of love and acceptance that defines his religion. The more time the priest spends with the marshal, the more Father Renault sees Kent's bigoted ways. The difference between Renault and Kent is that the father genuinely believes he is doing the right thing. Kent, on the other hand, has proven to be brazenly discriminatory and prejudiced, using religion to justify his actions and assume forgiveness. The events in 1923 Season 2 could cause Renault to reconsider his predetermined ideas, and he could redeem himself by letting Tiona go free, realizing that he, too, has been unjustly discriminatory and cruel.